Hello everyone, I'm your dentist. Welcome back to Dentist to Be. Today we are going to learn how to make a labial bow, which is a short labial bow. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit a bell icon to get notification for all the upcoming videos. Let's get into the video. Here you can see an ideal maxillary cast. Here I have drawn a line dividing the labial surface of the central incisors into three parts: incisal 1/3, middle 1/3 and cervical 1/3. I extended a line at the junction of incisal and middle third up to the canine. Here you can see I have divided the labial surface of the canine into three parts with the vertical lines as mesial 1/3, middle 1/3 and distal 1/3. Usually for retention we use 0.9 mm wire for labial bow. But for active appliance we usually use 0.7 mm wire. Here I am using a 0.7 mm stainless steel wire of length about extending from one molar to another molar of our maxillary cast. Take your wire and there is no need to straighten your wire because our labial bow is already curved. Start curving our wire at the center until it touches all the anterior teeth up to canine. Sometimes your wire may not touches the lateral incisor because the labiolingual dimension of lateral incisor is less, so it is not that prominent. The wire only touches the prominent parts of anterior teeth. Here you can see our wire is touching the prominent parts of anterior teeth. Now we have to mark at a point where our U-loop starts. Usually our U-loop begins at the junction of mesial 1/3 and the middle 1/3. So I am marking here as you can see in the video. Now hold your wire firmly with your Adams plier and straighten the wire. Now hold your wire in such a way that your wire is parallel to the ground and give a bend that is downward and slightly labial, that is about maximum 1 mm labial. Otherwise when you are adapting your wire on the teeth it impinges the gingiva, so we cannot adapt it better. Give a similar type of bend on the other side of your labial bow, that is downward and labial. If we bend our wire more labially, then it touches the mucosa of the upper lip and impinges the mucosa. You will get used to your wire bending with practice only. So don't think like you should get it from the first attempt. Here you can see I hold my wire parallel to the ground and give a bend downward and labial. Don't check for the adaptation like this, it is wrong. Hold your wire like this and mark a point that is 2 mm apical to the marginal gingiva to give a U-loop. Now using your universal plier, give a U-loop following the curvature of your arch. It should follow the curvature of your arch. If your U-loop is narrow, it is easy to widen your U-loop. But if your U-loop is wider, it is difficult to narrow it down. Now check for the adaptation of your U-loop without losing contact with your canine. Adjust the distal terminal of your U-loop until it falls in the embrasure between the canine and premolar. Also have to adjust the width of your U-loop. Give a similar U-loop on the other side of your labial bow. Mark 2 mm apical to the marginal gingiva and give a U-loop following the curvature of your arch. Here you can observe my U-loop is not following the curvature of my arch, so I am adjusting it accordingly. After giving loops on both the sides, adjust the width of your U-loop accordingly so that both the terminals of your U-loops fall in the embrasures between the canine and premolars. While doing this, don't forget to maintain the contact with your anterior teeth. Here I am adjusting my labial bow to be in contact with the canine. If you bend your labial bow more mesially on the canine, it is difficult to get a contact with the canine. So be careful while you are marking a point on the canine for bending. On one side you can see the adaptation of my U-loop in between the canine and premolar. So we should adjust the other U-loop similarly. Here I am trying to widen my U-loop because it is too narrow. Here I made my U-loop too wide. So again I am trying to narrow it down. Make sure your first bend for the U-loop should be 90 degrees. It should not be more than 90 degrees. After adapting the U-loop without losing contact with your anterior teeth, mark a point in between the canine and premolar to give an occlusal bend. The point for the occlusal bend should be just above the contact point between the canine and premolar. After adapting your wire occlusally without interfering with the opposing arch, mark a point for giving the palatal bend to adapt the wire onto the palate. The terminal point of my wire is touching the palate, so I am giving a return to terminal so that it will shorten my wire and it will be easily adapted. Now adapt the wire similarly on the opposite side also. Mark a point and give a palatal bend and adapt it to the palate. Here you can see our labial bow is finished. Don't do the wire bending hurriedly because it is not just a wire bending, it is more of adaptation. It will take time to get used with your ortho wire. If you find this video helpful, do like and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe Dentist to Be. That's it for today. Goodbye. Have a nice day.